Hello, hello, hi, gigpreneur. What is going on? Welcome. Happy Friday. In hopes that you squeezed more out of your day than the day squeezed out of you. I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who went from corporate America to online gigpreneur, and that was by divine intervention because that was not part of the plan. My pancreas shut down, left me unemployable, and with nothing to fall back on. And that really hurt and stung. So I got redirected to this whole online space. And now I help folks to, just like you and I, to start a side business, a side gig online. And we use social media to grow it. So if that resonates with you, you like the idea of having another source of income, Jojo, Coco, what up? You like the idea of it being flexible, you know, then go to sidegigshawn.com, um, answer a couple questions. I'll reach out. We will have that conversation. What's up? You are in for a treat. This story is going to be pretty awesome. If you are joining me live or watching the replay, let me know where you're tuning in from. I'm in Southern California, and we've had up and down. One day it's been really chilly. One day it's been kind of nice. So hey, you know, you can't hear me. Can you hear me, Jojo? Can you hear me? I thought you said you can't hear me. You can, right? Drop a yes if you can. Oh, Louisiana, yes. All right, cool. So perspective is pretty important, and perspective plays a huge role in a lot of different things. I'll give you a little story that you can carry with you for a while if you ever get stuck on perspective. So a high-ranked officer and a beginning officer. Sam, how you doing from YouTube? They walk into a train and they have two tickets to sit and enjoy the ride. But the only seats that are available, it's a two-seater, and right in front of them, it's a girl, a young girl, and with her grandmother. So by no choice, they sit down. The train doors close, and it starts to take off. After some time, this train is about to hit a tunnel, and it's going to get dark. So the train hits the tunnel. They go through a tunnel, and everybody hears the same thing. They hear a kiss and a slap. And then, the train obviously gets out of the tunnel and continues with the journey. However, when the lights come back on, everybody's got this everybody's got this look on their face, like everybody kind of looks like they know what happened, right? So the young girl thinks to herself, you know what? Of course, that old man, the high-ranked officer, if you would, of course, that old man would try to kiss my grandma. But I'm so proud of my grandma that she wouldn't have it and slap them. That's what the young girl is thinking. Moving over to grandma, grandma is thinking, of course, then that young officer would try to kiss my granddaughter. She's gorgeous. Of course, that he would. And I'm so proud of my granddaughter that slapped them. Moving on to the high ranked officer, he's thinking, it's wrong of my officer to kiss or try to kiss the young girl. But why did I get slapped? In this case, the young officer is the only one that knows the story, the truth. Because when the tunnel came, he had this grudge over the high ranked officer. So he gives his own hand a great kiss and slaps the general. You see, everybody experienced the same story in one room. You may have even put yourself out there um, in that room yourself, trying to think, okay, who did it, right? So we all judge, we all come up to our own conclusions based on where we have been, what we have experienced, what we believe in, what we have seen from the world, right? So it's very interesting to get all these different angles and ideas. In fact, drop in the comments. Let me know. I should have probably asked that before I gave you what the real thing is. But if, drop in the comments. Let me know truthfully before I gave you what actually happened. Who did you think, and what did you think? So drop it in the comments. It'll be interesting. So, hey, listen, perspective is a big thing. Uh, Jojo is just typing. Um, Perspective is a very interesting thing because you can be arguing literally the same exact point, the same exact story, and yet the other person is seeing it from a completely different angle. See, it's a different angle, not a different subject, right? So you're looking at the same thing, but at very different angles, and that's perspective. And you know, background, your beliefs, all that make a huge difference in the conclusions you draw, just in life in general. So I want you to be aware of that. I want you to keep an eye on the conclusions that you draw without having the light on and without having all the facts. Sheena. So, with that, hopefully, you guys got some love, some inspiration, some value. I appreciate you. Drop your thoughts, your comments, your feedback below. Let this feed grow. And for those of you on YouTube that are watching, hey, consider subscribing and hitting that bell so that we follow each other. And you can also follow me on other platforms: Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, Threads. I go with Side Gig Sean. And yeah, it'd be cool because when you comment on YouTube and TikTok, I cannot go back on YouTube once I sign off. I can't see the comments and I can't see who commented. So, but yeah, spoke to the woke. And so, yeah, with that, I am Sean Azimi. I'm somebody who went from corporate America to an online gigpreneur. Wasn't by me. I didn't decide to do it. My pancreas shut down, left me unemployable with nothing to fall back on. Oh, I texted you. I messaged you. You don't respond back. So Now I help folks like you, like me, to start a side business, a side gig online. Let's go. If you're not doing it, why aren't you doing it? This is the best time of the year to get started. If you have been remotely curious, this is the time. I'm telling you, you're gonna kick yourself for some of this stuff. Um, it's just look. If you were gonna start a business, if you were gonna introduce another source of income into your life, would it be through a job? First of all, right now nobody's hiring except for seasonal. So it's going to be gone after Christmas, after the holidays. Two, is that you really would entertain another job instead of checking out things online? Like, seriously, if you wanted to introduce another source of income into your life, like you sit there, you're like, you know what, I work 40 hours a week. Let's see. I want to get another job that I work another 30, 40 hours a week. It's like that makes sense, right? In a world where like everything's online now, right? So if you were going to start a side business, introduce another source of income into your life, of course you'd look into online sources. Why wouldn't you, right? And when you're there, how would you grow that business? By dumping like thousands of dollars in there? No, you'd use social media. You learn about social media and you grow your business using social media. And that's what I help you with. Duh. I mean, so if you've been thinking about it, whether you've been serious or curious, it doesn't matter. I'm telling you, this is the best time of the year to do it. Tax write offs as well. There's a lot of stuff that you may not know that this will do. So, you know, go to sidegigshawn.com, answer a couple questions. I'll reach out. We'll have the conversation. We'll take it from there. And with that, Jojo Sheena, I am signing off until tomorrow when we do it all over again. Much love.